drinking some Dr. Pepper. Ate a piece of sandwich. Pretty good. Sorry, I'm trying to text my mom because she thinks I like died or like, I don't know, something happened to me. I didn't get back to her for a day, and she's like, hello, 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 where are you? And I have to be careful. So, yeah. No, I was scared she was gonna call the cops again. She's done that a few times, so yeah. I mean, I used to be scared to tell her where I live because sometimes if she can't get back to me, like if I don't get back to her fast enough, she'll like call the cops. Yeah. It happened on I think it was on stream. Yeah. If you're ever wondering about my awesome stuff. Yeah. Getting swatted by my mom. No, I think she's okay right now. I told her, I was like, hey, maybe if I don't get back to you for like, you know, like weeks maybe, but I don't know, like days, like it's okay. It's okay. I don't know. Yeah, I get it. I have a ton of anxiety like that, and I worry. She does care. I don't blame her though. I had a lot of issues when I was like a teenager, so I understand why she's kind of on edge like that. I get it. But still, it's like no, not health problems. I was like super mentally ill, to be honest with you. So I don't blame her. I cannot blame her. No, she doesn't guilt me for it. She's just concerned. Yeah. I will probably be a worrywart too, especially because this world is getting crazier. Crazier and crazier. When I used to go grocery shopping and stuff, my mom would text me every time because that's usually where a lot of people get like snatched and taken. So, because I was like, you know, I was driving myself, I was all alone. And, you know, like, if anybody leaves a note in your door, anything, you cannot touch it. You have to be careful because so many things can happen and stuff like that. So she would always try to text me whenever I was doing that because that's where a lot of people get ya. So it's true. There's a lot of. I mean, I never blamed her for it, but it's kind of hard because like I can't get back to you ASAP sometimes. like I have to drive. I can't text you and drive. So I used to tell her like, hey, I'm gonna text you while driving. I hope I can see the road. She stopped doing that. Hey, I'm driving right now. I'll start texting you. I hope I'll be okay getting go. She's like, she didn't do that anymore. So yeah, it was okay after that. It's pretty funny. Hey, I needed to get home. I couldn't just sit there and text the whole time. I couldn't. I don't call when I drive either because I can't focus. I'm eating a gummy. I don't want to make my loud smacking sounds. Go, man. Creme brulee gummy. I love my creme brulee gummy. Shit is so good. All of the if you don't know, I have these gummies and they have a hard outer shell, kind of like caramel, and the inside is kind of soft and like melty. I got them from Amazon. They're a little expensive because they come with a ton of packs. I think there's like 10 packs. And there's like 5 each in the packs, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not like you're not getting anything. Yeah, there's a ton of packs in the box you get, so there's a lot. It's worth it. I would say it's worth it. And they're decent. I love that gummy brand. I forget what it's called. Amos, A-M-O-S. Almost every single gummy I've had from them, like, they're good. They have red bean gummy, and they have matcha gummies, and they weren't bad. They were pretty good. Obviously, that's not something I want to eat every day, but I wanted to try them. And man, they're pretty good. Put this on. The red bean gummies were pretty okay. So they're gummies. The red bean ones are like mochi. Like specifically mochi. So you can peel them open. And they have 2 layers. It's really good. It's really, really good. I highly recommend that brand. I love gummies so much. They specifically make peelable gummies. So you can have like a banana gummy and you can peel it. You have to like bite into it a little bit first, but then you peel it open and it's so freaking good. Red bean samango. Samango. This song is from SpongeBob, by the way. A monkey comes up. A monkey. Are you eating a monkey? Are you eating a freaking monkey? Ooh, that looks good. I love, so I'm not a red bean fan. I think red bean's okay. I'm not a huge red bean fan. But my thing is matcha and green tea, especially if it's bitter. If it's bitter, so I used to go to this Asian market near me, and they had green tea ice cream, like their own like specific brand, and it was bitter, it was hardly sweetened, it was my favorite thing. And every single green tea ice cream I find is all sweet, all sweetened. I don't want to eat that. It's gross. It's gross when it's sweetened. It needs to be that like kind of bitter, like grassy taste. That's what I like. I don't know. I get so mad about it because I can't find good green tea ice cream. I can't. It's so good when it's like really bitter. But I would say all of those gummies are really good. It's more gross when it's too bitter. No, I love it bitter. I like bitter tastes. My favorite types of taste are when something is very cheesy, very bitter, or very floral. Like those are like the 3 things that I really like. Especially floral. I really love floral flavors. I'll just eat a flower if I want to. But I would say I really like kind of bitter-ish stuff. But bitter in a more like grassy type of way. I like what is it? I really like Chinese tea because a lot of it has that kind of grassy floral taste, and I don't like putting sugar in it. I just drink it as is, and they're really good. And I love that stuff. I don't really like beer. Beer is okay, but I don't like beer not because of the flavor, but because it feels like a whole loaf of bread in my stomach. And I don't like that feeling because it doesn't really like, it gets me a little like, I feel a little drunk, but it's so heavy that it's just not even worth it to drink. Like I don't want to drink that. That's the thing. I just don't like it. But I've had some good beer. I like sours. I would say sours are really good. I'm not like, it's so funny. I only like banana flavor when it's like kind of the fake flavor, but I've had a banana beer, I think, and it was pretty good. I don't really like I don't like the taste of real bananas because it overpowers everything, but I like the taste of fake banana. It's good. Yeah, beer is not really worth the calories, I agree. I feel like a lot of people our age, like our age group, are kind of steering away from alcohol, you know? And I don't know why I'm just sitting on the screen. It's been like 15 minutes, dude. It's been like 15 minutes. I wanted to use this model, but the rigging is so fucking whack. I'm not even moving my face and the rigging is so fucked up. That's why I don't like using this model as much, to be honest. I like it, but the rigging is so bad in comparison. And I can't get rid of the hunchback. I don't know why. It's completely stuck, and I tried to move it. But yeah, I'm not using my phone for it anymore because my phone just dies. It's kind of annoying because I think all rigging should be kind of made for webcam as well. I don't know. I actually paid more for the rigging than I did the actual art for the model. And I kind of realized, like, I don't want to spend so much on rigging anymore, because I don't think it's really worth it. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah. It's very expensive to do any rigging or get any rigging. That's why I prefer the jank rigging, because it has a lot more soul. Chottomatte. I wanna use a different model actually. Here. When you are my love. Where are you? Bye bye. So this model, this model is like it's actually, she's like a Vocaloid voice ride, but it's actually one of my favorite models. I would say it's definitely one of my favorites. I love the rigging on this one a lot. I actually sent this to Juna because I wanted the rigging from Menace to be similar, but I really prefer like this type of rigging. I think it's, I don't know, I feel like if it's virtual. I used to not like it. I used to think like, why oh, why is there like a filter on this? Chottomatte. Oh, that's why. I used to think that like people used to say, oh, like the rigging is kind of jank because it's supposed to be like an anime character and they don't really move their, you know, faces as often, like crazy. And I used to think that was dumb, but I kind of agree with it because I feel like it's more expressive and fun like that. I don't know. I don't want to get a phone for the rigging. I don't really like the phone rigging. I'm not really a huge fan of that. I prefer the simple rigging. I have a freaking G Fuel PewDiePie drink. And it's really good actually. It's a really good energy drink. I used to walk to this corner store. I'll just chill before I play my game. But I used to walk to this corner store near my my house, and they always had a bunch of G Fuel flavors, and it was like the most, I hope I'm allowed to use this word because I got in trouble for saying it, but it was the most ghetto store ever, to the point where like there was like you know those trays where they keep food cold? They're not exactly like the fridge unit, but they used to keep rolls of paper towels in the house. That's what they used to do. They used to keep rolls of paper towels in them, and like that they were selling, and I don't know why, but it was like it was a really like, I don't know, the store for some reason they kept really weird stock. Like they had the weirdest, for some reason, and this was before like Bulldog was. This was before Bulldog was really a thing, like in most stores. They had all the Bulldog flavors, and that's where I would get them, because, you know, you only had to buy them online, and they had every single flavor. And then they had a bunch of like really weird ramen flavors, and they also had a bunch of weird chips from all over. So I really liked that store. I loved, like, I don't know, it was a weird place. They probably sold a bunch of drugs there or something. It definitely looked like that. There were bars on the windows. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was not very good. It was in a not so amazing area too. But I used to walk there. Probably shouldn't have, but I used to walk there. And I used to get all my stuff. And the owner was like cool. I don't think he really spoke English, but he was cool. And I used to like, I think he used to give me like little snacks for free or something, because he didn't really give a shit. There was what is it? I'll put on a different song. This, we appreciate power. The song's too crazy. We'll put on this song. No, I'm not from a bad area. There's just bad areas everywhere, basically. I did grow up in a very ghetto area, though, where, like, people would die from being shot very often. But it wasn't technically a bad area. I mean, it was pretty expensive to live there for the most part. And thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was pretty common. I think I told you guys, but I was in the newspaper because I solved a little like case to where like there was a bunch of people and they broke into somebody's house, and I think they like, I don't know if they shot it up, but they broke into somebody's house and they stole a bunch of stuff or something. And I told the cops and I had my picture in the paper. Yeah. I'm so cool, huh? I'm so cool. It was just a local paper. But that was me. That was me. I cracked the case. I saw it happen. So basically, I wasn't really that cool. It's kind of dangerous? Yeah, probably. It wasn't really a crazy paper. It was just a local paper. But basically, they stole a bunch of stuff from this house, and I was riding my bike with my friends nearby, and I saw them leave, and they just, like, you know, they, like, fucking tore ass out of there in their car, you know, with a bunch of shit in their car. And I saw the cops, like, fly in directly after. I don't really know how or why this happened. I don't know the full story, but the cops came in, and they were like, they saw us, they were like, did you guys see anything that happened? We're like, yeah, there were these guys and they had stuff. And then they're like, you know, what color's your car and stuff. It was a black car, you know. And that's kind of like what we did. And it wasn't like, I wasn't like crazy like that, but yeah, that's what we did. Does your love hurt so much? I thought that was pretty funny though. Did they give you a lollipop afterwards? I don't think so. I wish they did. What the fuck? They cheaped me out. They didn't even give me a reward. What's that about, huh? By the way, if you turn in one of the people on like the, what is it, the list of like the most wanted people, you have to get a lawyer because they're not gonna pay you, by the way. Just letting you know. That's like, you need to actually like get a lawyer and you have to like fight for your money. Yes. Yep. It's kind of a scam, yeah. Yeah, they don't like to pay out. So you have to get a lawyer. Yeah. You didn't know that? No, so they will pay you, but they avoid doing it as much as possible and do everything they can to avoid it. So you can you can like do it and then just not get anything. Yeah. There are literal bounty hunters, but they like have to fight for it. They just try to fight out of it. Yeah. It's really dumb. Yeah, they don't really care. They don't want to pay you. They don't want to spend money. They're like, thanks, bitch. That's why sometimes I'm like, maybe if they're not hurting anybody, and maybe if it's just like tax evasion or they're just like stealing money and shit, I mean, maybe I didn't see anything happen. Maybe I didn't see anything, you know? Yeah. But if they're actually like killing people and stuff, I mean, yeah, okay. But if it's like tax evasion, maybe I saw nothing. Maybe I saw nothing. Maybe nothing happened. I don't know. I don't really care. Harmful crime is different. Yeah, I agree. Just like there was this guy that I think he like killed and tortured pedophiles or something. And a lot of people were like, it's very evil because he still tortured them. And it's like, I don't know, man. I might look the other way. He might just be using like, he's probably just using his, you know, his craziness to be like, okay, well, I want to kill somebody, but I might as well do this. In my head, I'm kind of like, well, somebody's got to do it. They're going to get jailed for like 3 years. Maybe get out sooner, and then they'll just do it again. I don't know. Now it's like, it's gone. You know, some men help the world by not being in it. They really do. They really do. So, I don't know. I think he did it justice. I think he did a good job. So, yeah. I think that's pretty good. I think he should have, I think they should have let, like, he should have been their little, like, attack dog, you know? There was this one guy recently, and he was some, like, UPS mail driver, and he took, there's, like, footage of, like, inside of his van, and he took this 7-year-old girl, And obviously, he did not so good things to her and he strangled her to death. But he said he accidentally hit her and then he strangled her to death or something. And then he started to say like, oh, I have an alter ego that did it. His name is Zero. And I was like, you fucking dumbass bitch. I think, here's what I think should happen to people that do that sort of thing and they're found to be guilty. And, you know, this would leave some open space, like, obviously, for people that are not guilty, but they're found as guilty. I think that whoever, like, whenever there's a court case of somebody and they're found guilty, I think they should let the whole courtroom do whatever they want to him. And it should be filmed. And then I think people will not do that as much. I don't know. That's what I think. I think people will not do that much. Yeah. I think they should let the whole courtroom just do whatever they want to that dude. And then also he should basically be tied up to the chair. Yeah. That's what I think. I think crime would go down. I think crime would go down. And I think a lot more people would want to show up to court. I don't know. Just me. Just me. Just what I'm saying. I think a lot more people would want to show up to court. But I think it only for like really terrible people. For real. I don't know. I feel like once you commit something so atrocious, truly, I think you don't even qualify as a human being anymore. I think you're quite literally a subhuman because you've lost your empathy, which is integral to, you know, the human experience. So I think you're basically not a person anymore. So, you know, it doesn't really count. That's my thought on it. I don't know. I've seen a lot of bad stuff happen to people. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. I love my Dr. Pepper. I'm drinking energy drink and Dr. Pepper. But yeah, I think you're not really human anymore at that point. I think you're kind of nothing, nobody. Nothing, nobody, no how. It's a good song. Good song. Alright, let's play the damn game. Let the children play. Alright, this is Terrace to Unveil. Day Off. There's this game, and then there's another one. But this one, I've heard, was a little bit like Fierce to Fathom. And I'm really excited about it, because that's one of my favorite games. And this one is about... I just spit all over my mic. This one is about... Let me turn it down a little. I'm not seeing any sound options. That's a little strange. No sound options. I don't know what that's about. That's my least favorite thing. The set of options you need to have, you gotta have sound options. Please. I don't want to play a game that's blasting me. I don't want to. No. I don't want to. Alright. New game. This game, Intrusion, Last Trace. So yeah, they're doing like a Fierce to Fathom thing. I don't blame them, because if Fierce to Fathom is not going to make new games, somebody else make them. Okay? Yeah. Let the children play. If you ever get stuck due to a bug, hold the escape key for 5 seconds. This will let you restart the level and keep playing. Uh-oh. I don't like that. I mean, thank you, but I'm scared. That's not exciting. Terrace Unveil, episode 2, Day Off. November 7th. Hi, my name is Jack Williams. This happened 3 years ago when I was 26. I haven't talked about it much, but I think it's time. After weeks of exhausting work, I was finally given 2 days off. I decided to spend them at my family's old cottage deep in the woods, just me alone in peace. The drive was quiet and the cottage was just as I remembered, isolated and still. But as night fell, I felt something was off. A creak in the floorboards, a whisper in the wind. I had no idea it was waiting for me that night. Let's see. It's just a mountain lion. It's a mountain lion. Sorry, my cursor's too good. Let the children play. Ah, it was just a dream. It was only just a dream. It's been so long since I had a good night's sleep. I was thinking about me. I'm a little thirsty. I'm gonna get some water from the kitchen. I don't like the way like this moves. Nice bathroom. Nice bathroom. My computer room. Do you remember people used to have specifically computer rooms? That was like a common thing. And that was if you were freaking rich. Dog food. Look at that, that's awesome. Probably his dog. I'd better go to the bathroom before going to bed. Whoa. Game is a little whack. Game is a little whack. I gotta go pee. Please don't make this another fucking piss fetish game. I swear to God. All of the other ones... Okay, fine. All of the other ones were like a bunch of bathroom fetishes, and all of the other Fears to Fathom games, it was all about like just nasty bathroom stuff, and that's why I didn't play them. It was like fart, poop, and piss every single game, like, and it was like a key part of a few moments of the game, and it pissed me off so much. You gotta close your door. Do not sleep with the door open. Puppy! There should be a feet one. No. Feet fetish. Actually, I haven't seen any games that are only about feet fetishes. Actually, I never thought about that. Huh. Like, I've seen a lot of lewd games, but none of them have, like, feet stuff. Or, like, specific feet stuff. House is quiet, blah, blah, blah. Get up. He's reading a book. Classic horror books, they're my favorite. Feet stuff, I think, is, like, more of a meme thing to most people. I would notice. I actually, at least once a week, I look at all of the lewd games on Steam, because some of them are very, very funny, and you'd be surprised at, like, the things you find. It's really crazy. There's this one guy who, well, there's like a ton of AI generated stuff, of course, you know, who would have thought, but there's a bunch of AI generated ones of like this guy, and he like has his AI generated goth girlfriend, and he makes like a bunch of visual novel text based like kind of AI stuff, and it's like, my goth girlfriend is a ghost gilf. My goth girlfriend, my goth girlfriend like put me out of the house and made me sleep on the couch, like a bunch of stuff like that. And at first I'm like, okay, this is a joke, this is an obvious joke. No, he's actually made so many, and he's very serious about it. So, I mean, if you think you have a good idea, why not? I wouldn't mind having a few eggs with bacon for breakfast. Okay. Let the children play together. Usually you cook the bacon first, and then it coats the pan with the grease, and then you cook the eggs. There you go. Eat. It's a good breakfast. It is true. Eggs actually have a chemical inside of them that make them more likely to stick to pans, like an actual chemical reaction. So, getting either there's specific things for eggs, or getting it as greasy as possible will help it. But it's true. It's true. I used to work in the kitchen. Yes. That's why Pam specifically has eggs on it, because it has chemicals that that change the stuff with the eggs. Mm-hmm. Let the children play. Woman works in the kitchen? Yeah. All of the chefs were men, though. What does that mean? I was the sous chef. I was the sous chef, and then I was also a line cook when nobody else was around. And then, at the same time, I also worked the bar. And then, I also, worked as kind of the waitress when nobody else was around. I had a job where I worked as a waitress, and it was really awful. Because I was the waitress, and, like, my boss yelled at me all the fucking time. She would yell at me all the time, and all of the cooks would, like, bully me and make fun of me. And sexually harass me. But, I hated it so much. They would sexually harass me by trying to set me up with young men that were underage. Because they said, you look so young. And they would try to do that, and it was really terrible, and I hated it. And I remember I would tell my boss, and she'd be like, just work! Just work! So basically, I had to do the chef jobs, the waitress jobs, and I had to clean up, and I had to clean the restaurant after. And I was, like, really not making a lot of money. And I remember one time, and thank you for the donation, thank you. I remember one time, I made a ton of money in tips. Like, a ton of money. And you have to put it in the cash register and count it. And I, for some reason, had zero money left for tips. Zero money. And I was like, oh, what the heck? You know, I had zero money. And I was like, I guess I'll just have to, you know, check in tomorrow about this. Because I had to make sure there was enough money in the cash register, you know. I couldn't take out my tips. Turns out there was a woman that worked there, and she stole all of my tips, and she was stealing half of my tips majority of the time. And she said it's because, like, she, like, was pregnant or something. She wasn't, by the way. She said it was because she was pregnant and she needed the money. And I told my boss, I was like, hey, you know, maybe want to do something about this? She was like, oh, you just need to work harder. That's what she told me. She's like, yeah, well, next time just work harder. I was like, oh, okay. So I had a coworker, and she was this really nice girl, and she gave me half of her tips. And I found out that she was actually working there to pay for her, like, the surgery of one of her, she was helping pay for the surgery of one of her family members. So I took all of my tips, and I gave them to her, I think, after, like, a week or something. And I felt so bad, because she was, like, genuinely a nice, good girl, good person. So I did that. And we were like, we had a little bond with each other. But yeah, it turns out the pregnant woman, because we looked it up, she had a history of doing this, and she went to jail a few times, and then apparently, like, on her record, she would, like, lie about being pregnant or something to do, like, certain things and get away with certain things. So that was fun. That was fun stuff. And my boss did not give a fuck. And we told the boss, like, hey, you didn't do a background check on this woman. She kind of used to go to jail for stealing money from jobs and stealing. And she was like, oh, no, I knew about that. I'm like, okay. All right. I guess you knew about it. Whatever. And no, the boss was just really mean. And she only cared about certain women and would only favor certain women for whatever reason. But she used to, like, I mean, is this a way to put sexually harassment? But she used to yell at me about my body in front of the whole restaurant. And I remember she did that one time, and I screamed in her face. And I threw something, I think I threw something on the counter, and I left. And then she was, like, trying to tell me to come back to work and that she needed me. Because it was during a lunch rush. And it was terrible. She told me that I was making their outfit look like a horror outfit. Because I was like, you know, it's too tight on your body. It needs to be baggy and stuff. And she was saying in front of everybody, and she was, like, telling me, like, you need to wear an apron over this. Because you're showing too much. And I was like, oh, I'm just literally wearing the outfit you gave me. So, yeah. By the way, the outfit, want to know what it was? A black shirt and black, like, pants. Like, work pants. And it was fully covered. And there was nothing about it. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that the boss was an older lady. So I'm pretty sure she had something against, like, younger women. And when you're a young woman, you start to realize that, a lot of older women at jobs will do that to you. They will do that to you all the time because they get really jealous and angry. And it's really awful. And it really sucks. And that's why, like, I vowed, like, if I was ever, like, older at a job, I would never do that. I would always try to make sure, like, all of the girls are, like, safe and comfortable. Because it really does suck. Yeah, it's very common, too, if you're wondering. It's very, very common that older women will do that. Especially older women. Older women. I've had many women do it to me at jobs, and it's really not fun. And it really sucks. I had a few, I think I talked about it, but I had a bunch of women, like, kind of bully me. I think, so I worked overnight shifts, and I would do all of the morning prep for them. I worked at a little gas station, but we had basically a breakfast area at the gas station. And, hello, puppy. And basically, I would prep all of the food and everything for the people in the morning. And I remember I wrote them a note, like, I've talked about this before, but have a nice morning. And it was like a smiley face. And I put, you know, from me. And I remember as I was getting out, they took the note, they crumbled it up, and they threw it in the trash can very obviously, and they were laughing. And after that, I was like, oh, okay. And I like, kind of lost my, like, spirit of, like, I'm gonna do this for fun. So, yeah. And I remember one of the girls that did that, she was yelling at me because, like, she had a kid or whatever. And she yelled at me because she came in late and she was mad that I didn't do her work because she was late. And that was the first time I think I've ever yelled at somebody at a job. And I think she started crying because she was, like, yelling at me. She's like, you don't do anything. You're completely useless. And I screamed so hard at her that, like, everybody went quiet for a second. And I walked out. And I think I told her to go fuck herself. And I think I made fun of her forehead, to be honest with you. But I think so. But that was, like, the first time I ever did that. Because I normally don't do that. I'm usually pretty kind. What's my password? Password. Yay, zombie game. My love? Damn, that is my love. She's hot as hell. But yeah, that was the first time. I never like to yell at people at jobs because it's a professional environment. The jester. Wife missing, ex-girlfriend broken, man was house sitting. Day off. Damn, this is nice. I won't have my day off. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's a Fierce to Fathom reference, I think. I wonder if this is a branching off of, called James. This is branching off of the, like, OG games or something, like the guy who made it. I didn't know. I didn't know. Do you want the house tour? Is that my phloem? Why do I have a... Why is there the lamp right in front of the mirror? Okay. What did I need to do? I don't remember. I'll just walk around until I get it, whatever. This is all about Zatsu anyways, like Zatsu games for me. I have long hair and an older delivery driver at the store I worked at told me they'd really like me in prison. Yep, now you know what it feels like. I would, what would I do? I don't know. I would probably verbally make fun of them. I had a lot of people say that kind of shit to me. I had a lot of people when I was a teenager, like, try to call me not so nice things like jailbait and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm kind of just trying to make money. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Can I leave? It is awful. It's really awful, especially when you're trying to work. Especially, like, the worst thing is when people try to flirt with you while you're, like, on the job. Because it's like, now I'm double pissed off. I'm already mad that I have to work, and now you're taking up my time and taking up my space working. Now I'm double pissed off. Now I'm just fucking seething. I'm angry. I'm mad. It's you, cat. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't really care either. I ate my breakfast. I look at my beautiful wife. And do I feed the dog? What do I do with it? It looks like it's waiting for me. I don't know. I just go right through my dog. I don't know. I used to be really scared about calling people out with like stuff like that, but now I'll probably go nuts on them, I think. I saw the phone, but I couldn't pick it up. I don't know what that was about. Maybe that's not the right phone. I don't know. Tab? There's no tab. There's this phone. I can't pick it up. That's an iPhone. What the hell? I can't pick up the phone. I don't know why people have the courage to do it either. Because even when I've like, say I thought somebody was even like attractive or something, I feel like I would never like be like, you know, so upfront about it and strange. Like, do you think something is gonna happen from that? Usually the opposite. It's very weird. I gave you the dog food. Let's try to look for the landline. Where's the landline, dog? Why can't I just use my iPhone? Why can't I use my weird Mac pad? Maybe we can just sit with this cool ambiance. Yeah. No, I don't like, I don't think you should flirt with anybody on a job for the most part, to be honest. Maybe that's like maybe that's bad or antisocial, but like, most times people are just pissed and busy, they gotta work. So, I don't think people really want to be bothered. So like, if they don't like you, they're gonna like quadruple not like you when you do that. So I don't know, that's how I feel about it. The zombie game? I guess I play a zombie game, I don't know. Why is this so well done? Yeah. Okay. Zombie game. Zombie game. I've had workers flirt with me from their job. What does that mean? What does that mean? Is it good for them? I don't know. I was actually thinking the other day about I never realized I had a lot of women flirt with me, but I thought they were being friendly. I thought they were just being nice to me, like we're friends. I remember one time I got out of work, and I went to like McDonald's because I was a hungry mongry. And I went to McDonald's and I was like, I don't know, went to get some food. And there was this girl and she was like kind of acting like weird. And she was literally acting like an anime character. I'm not even joking. Where she's like, oh, hey, and she was like blushing and being all cutesy and stuff. And she like asked me out. Like, she's like, can I have your number? You're so pretty. And to be honest with you, she looked like a teenager, and I was not a teenager. So I was like, oh, I think I'm a little like too old for you and stuff. But thank you, you know. I'm pretty sure that's what I said, or like I said like, oh, I'm not interested. But I'm pretty sure I said that. This girl really. But I mean, she didn't say like no to that. Maybe she was too embarrassed, but she seemed like a teenager. So I don't know. That's why I wasn't really interested. She was cute though. She was a pretty attractive, cute girl from what I recall. That's why I was like kind of surprised. I'm like, me? Like what? I was a little like, huh? Me? A little confused. Is the zombie gonna get me? I don't know. Are you lesbian or bi? To be honest with you, I always thought I was like pansexual because that's what I learned on tumblr.com. But I would say I'm actually straight myself, but I feel like, honestly, I feel like with anybody, if you like somebody and you find you like them, the gender part is not really gonna matter. But for me, obviously, like, I go for men and stuff. I'm more attracted to masculine, like, men, whatever. But I feel like truly, if you like somebody, no matter what, you're just gonna like them. And I think it can work that way as a man as well. But I think women are more socialized. So the reason why gay is okay with women and it's more normalized and everything is that women are socialized to be more open to everybody. And men not so much. Men are supposed to be like a certain way, but women are definitely socialized to be allowed to have that. Which, yeah. But I think truly, like, if you find somebody that, you know, hits everything for you, every single thing, and you find yourself enjoying talking to them and blah 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 and this and that, I think, like, even if somehow you found out, hey, they're actually a guy, you know, or like even if they fit other things, I don't know, even though this is like a far-fetched crazy thing, I didn't know I had to do this. I think if you find somebody you like, you find somebody you like, really. I don't know. Yeah, why is he eating ice cream after breakfast? Why is he doing that? What's that about? But no, I'm pretty straight, honestly. I like masculine men. I don't think I could find myself having romantic sexual attraction with a guy. It's kind of how I feel about women. Like, I would be fine, like, if I lived with a female friend for life or something and, like, we did stuff like that. Honestly, like, and this sounds a little crazy, I'd even raise a child with a female friend. But I just don't find them to be sexually attractive or, like, romantically attractive or anything like that to me. But I also think that, like, I also think people situate raising a child specifically to a couple, and I feel like that's kind of I feel like that's going to go out of fashion soon enough. I think you're going to see a lot more women adopting kids and doing it with their friends. TBH. I feel like that will be a little bit more common. But I think it's a nice thing because I think people should still have children and take care of children, but if they don't find themselves wanting to be in a relationship and doing it, I think it's perfectly fine. It does take a village, and I think that's pretty normal and okay. Raising kids is very difficult and very hard to do solo or even just two people. That's why usually people have family members to help out, you know? I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's wrong either. I think it's just not as normal as, you know, how we have the common nuclear family. But I think it's okay as long as children are being raised right and taken care of and given love. I think children should have love from as many people as they possibly can that truly love them, you know? That's what I think. I think it's great for them to have many people that show them that they love and care. It's my take on the matter. Because it shows them, even growing up, that they're not alone and how people can be. It's 7:02 p.m. Wow. I would not want to do a multi-generational house. I would hate my life. I would absolutely hate my life. I do think what would be cool, that most people don't do is, like, why don't they get some land and they put a ton of, like, little houses on it or build houses, like, buy some land together and then have their family like that. I think that would be pretty good. I guess kind of like a compound, but I don't think living in the same house, like, I'd lose my mind. I need my own space. I really need my own space. Jack, you're finally here. Come on to the kitchen. We got a lot of people. I had a car emergency. Sorry. Oh, whatever. What the fuck? I think a little village. Oh, did this really have to happen with the car right now? You look very weird. I don't like that you're right next to the bathroom. That's really weird. I don't want to eat the pizza. I'm gonna eat the customer's pizza. These models are pretty good. Yay! I think doing a commune together could be fun. I don't think it's a bad idea. Storage room. This is where you can find all the ingredients you need to serve. This is where you can prepare the orders for the... Oh god, I have to do an actual mini game? Bruh. If this is like timed, I'm done with the game. I don't want to actually work. I don't need to work, okay? No thank you. No thank you. I hate games that do this sort of thing. They're like, yeah, why don't you just work? Just actually work. Dun, 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 dun. No, I'm not European enough for working sims. Late night, it must be tough serving people with desire. I can imagine it gets pretty quiet and slow, but hey, at least you're making some great food, right? The best in town. Anyway, do you make burgers here? What burger would you like? What do you want? I guess a cheeseburger, please. Would you like something to drink? Yes, one cola, please. Sure, it's coming right now. Ugh, I have to actually do the work. At least it's not timed. Here's your damn cola. Alright. Burger. At least it has like the little things. The little stings. I need a cola. Pizza, cola. Diet Coke. Are you allowed to have the actual things here? Are they allowed to have that? Can I have the cola? How do I open? Icy drinks. Cola. Cheetos, chicken. Is he gone? I got you a burger. Can I give it to you? Can I give you the burger? Burger? Can I get a tray? Can we get this out on a tray? What's this guy doing? He's just tweaking. Alright. Can I... Oh, there we go. It's so weird. Sometimes it has a little button, but other times it doesn't. I nearly forgot the cola. No, I didn't! You wouldn't let me get it. Pissing me off. You wouldn't let me get it. I never forget. I'm like an elephant. Do elephants really have amazing memory? Or are they just so big that it seems that way? I know they can paint. They like to paint. They do that. Alright, can I put the money in the cash register? Maybe. I'm like an elephant. No, I'm not. I forget a lot of stuff. I wish I didn't. I remember stuff like certain things almost to a T, but then I forget a lot of other things and it sucks. Hello. He's coming in. He's gonna get his food. There will be like 3 orders, I think. Like 3 orders. Hello. What do you want? Dude, I'm so hungry. Then you've come to the right place. 1 chicken burger, please. That's how I know Eurodogs made this. Or people from the UK. 1 chicken burger, please, and french fries right away. Nobody says chicken burger. Nobody does that. We don't call them chicken burgers. They're just called like a chicken sandwich. A chicken sandwich. And potatoes. Alright. Assemble. What? Can I assemble? Let's see what else I'm missing. Lettuce and onion. Lettuce and onions. We're just making food. Just cooking and making food and having fun. And doing everything and having a good time. Alright, I made you a fucking burger, bitch. Let's see. It's called a chicken sandwich. Do you remember when somebody died over the Popeyes chicken sandwich? I remember that. That's crazy. I think that was the beginning of the downfall of society. Yeah, people were killing each other over, like, Popeye sandwiches and stuff. It was fucking crazy. It really wasn't that good. And now they have a buy one, get one on, like, the app. Alright, can I give you a fucking burger? Bro. I have all this stuff for it. Can I give it to you? The Panera Charged Lemonade was awesome. Okay, I have to do that. I'm really mad that they took it off the menu because it was freaking awesome. And now they're probably gonna get rid of Alani because some girl died from drinking Alani's because she drank like 6 of them every day. Okay, that only got me after. Oh, holy cow. Alright, chill. Say hi first. Alright, whatever you say. Damn. He was making a soy face at me. Damn. Yeah, I think it's kind of your fault if you drink 6 Alani's a day. She drank 6 Alani's a day for like that. Like she drank them every day. Like 6. I don't even finish one anymore, to be honest with you. I basically only drink like 1 energy drink a day. I cannot drink anymore. I almost died from drinking too much. Seek to seek. It's crazy. How did this happen to me? How did that happen? One time at my overnight shift job, I drank a Bang energy drink, some coffee, and a 5-hour energy, all within like kind of hours of each other. And my heart, like, I could literally feel it like pumping, and I had to stand because I couldn't breathe. And I basically like just stood there and breathed and drank a shit ton of water, and then I was okay. Basically, yeah, I was okay. I was pretty skinny at this time too, so yeah, it was kind of crazy. 5-hour energy drinks taste like bile. Like, it tastes like stomach acid. That was a horrible feeling. I don't recommend it. Beep, 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 beep. Hello. It was crazy. They do not taste good. They taste like shit. Same happened as overtime during the pandemic. What did you do? Did you do like overnights as well? Concentrated caffeine. Some people don't pay attention to what they drink. Yeah, true. I've noticed that whenever I feel like I have too much of something or I feel sick, the one thing that I've been doing that makes me feel better every single time, no matter what, is I get some water, I put ice in it. It has to be very cold water, and I drink as much of that ice cold water as I can very quickly. And then no matter what, it makes me feel better. I don't really know why. It has to be ice cold water. I guess it's the flushing. You work in the medical industry? Oh my gosh. Do you mind me asking what you do even more? You were working that in the pandemic? You're a good person. That's crazy. Ignore that my eyes are see-through. Can we leave? Am I trapped here forever? I think so. Why does he look like that? What do I have to do now? Pharmacy? I've heard pharmacy jobs are pretty cushy, actually. I kind of wanted to work in a pharmacy myself. I know you have to do a few things and get like your license and stuff for it, but it seems like a pretty cushy job. It reminds me of like a library job. Maybe one day. I wish I was the pizza guy. If only. I was thinking, what am I doing? I was thinking, I wish I could open up a restaurant or something. Or like, I sometimes wish, I see a lot of this stuff. Okay, don't laugh at me, but I see a lot of this stuff on TikTok, and I've seen a lot of these like ASMR like clinic things, but people actually go in and they get like a massage and they do ASMR-esque stuff to the people. And I actually was working to get a license for a little while as a licensed massage therapist, but I never went through with it. And thank you for the donation to the cat rescue. Yeah, I wish I could do that, because a licensed massage therapist is cool. I actually I wanted to get my like licensed massage therapy thing because I thought in the future I wanted to give really good like back rubs and stuff, and I wanted to have that as like a plus to me as like a person, like a bonus, like you know. But I wanted to check that out and look into it and everything like that because I think it's pretty cool. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Can I eat the pizza? I'm supposed to give a pizza to somebody? Okay, yeah, why not? It's the wife skill for the life skill. Look at this, you know, knuckle dragging like bozo. Duh. Just chilling there catching flies in his mouth. Enjoy your meal, sir. There you go. Have you ever seen the video of the eels eating the pizza? This was before AI. I hope they liked it. What? There's a bunch of eels and then they eat pizza. Somebody gives them some pizza, or is it a picture? But this was before AI. I like the crab that eats the onion rings and the chips and stuff. He's awesome. And he eats Oreos too. Ow. I hope it didn't poison them either, but they're probably okay. It was probably a good quality pizza. I don't know. I gotta clean this bill. Time to flip the store sign. It closed. Yee! This is scary. There you go. He's still here. Okay, now I got a mop. I know I got a mop. I already saw that. By the way, every night after my waitressing job, because I worked the closing shift, I had to fucking like mop the whole store, the whole place. And it was really annoying because the chefs didn't really need to clean that much, because I also had to do the dishwashing, and I had to do basically a lot of their tasks and put stuff away. It's normal to take the turns, but my boss fucking hated me, so I had to do it. Did other people do anything? Some of the other girls had to do that stuff, like obviously on shifts they worked. But it was really terrible. Really, really terrible. I used to close a downtown store in the middle of winter. That's what I did, basically. I worked at the gas station in the middle of winter, and whenever there was a blizzard, I had to still work, and I had to go outside, and I had to take care of the gas pumps that were so they don't freeze, and then I also had to salt the ground. It was terrible. I realized now a lot of the reasons why I did so much at my jobs is because I allowed myself to do it when I should have said like, fuck no, pay me more. You can't be a pushover at jobs. I used to think it was good, you know, like I'm a good and I get to raise. No, they don't give a shit. They just want free labor. They don't want to pay you. So whenever they ask you to do something like that at a job, say, yeah, pay me for it. Pay me for it. Don't ever let them take advantage of you. Even if it's like, you know, some basic job anybody can have, or like you think you're gonna lose your job, never let them take advantage of you, ever. Ever. Don't let them do that. It's not nice. Time for dinner. Yay! Let me go eat with Dave. I gotta eat with Dave. Ring. It is all about nepotism now. I mean, it's kind of it kind of sucks because at a few jobs I almost like moved up working there, and I feel like that's not so common now. Called the best pizzeria in town. Good evening, Jack. It's the boss. Boss, hello. Tell me. How's everything going at the pizzeria? Everything's perfect, boss. I just closed the restaurant. Good job, Jack. I've noticed that you've been working really hard lately. So I'd like to reward you for your hard work. For that reason, you're the new employee of the month. Congratulations! Yay! I already know how this story goes. His co-workers are gonna get jealous. Hope so. So tomorrow, the day off, you have days off. Come back to work on Monday. Yay! Thank you very much, boss. Yay! Goodbye, Jack. Yay! Good for me. I did a good job. Ew, is that shitty AI or is it real? I don't like the shitty AI. Do a little fucking, like, sketch or something. Do something silly. It'll be better. It'll be better that way. Here's the thing with AI. I think if you're messing around and having fun with it, not really a big deal, you know. But if you're doing something where you're making money, profiting, or like selling, like the artwork of it, fuck no. Fuck no. Make it yourself, dumbass. Make it yourself, dumbass. I just don't think you should profit off of it. Look at that smile. What happened, Jack? Who's on the phone? I have really great news. You won the jackpot and you're never coming back to work. I'll come back to work, but starting Monday. What do you mean? I took 2 days off. I'll say I took 2 days off. Congratulations, Jack. That's really great. The truth is, thank you so much, Dave. So how are you going to spend your day off? Somewhere far away from here. Don't tell him the details. Don't tell him the details. Thank you. A little issue has come up. Like what? Can I help with something? I don't have a car, but well, my car is broken down. I'll take you with my car, don't worry. Would you really do that for me? Of course, it would be a shame for you not to go. Thank you, I'll pay you back. I'll come tomorrow to pay. I don't think you should do this. Whatever you say, man. Okay, take care, good night. I think this is a bad idea. I think you should just do it yourself, bud. I don't think you should. Especially giant companies already have great profits. I know! That's the annoying part. I don't really care if you generate some, like, you know, AI thing yourself that you like, or you use it as, like, a character tool. Don't really give a shit. But if you're, like, actually profiting off of it, screw you, loser. Screw you, you freaking loser. That's the thing. I think the barring factor is if you're actually, like, making for real deal money off of it. I don't like that. I think that's sucky. The suitcase is in my room. Call of Duty made AI stuff? What the flip? One thing I don't really agree with, though, I don't know if I'm like a bad VTuber person for this, but I think if you use AI as like a reference sheet or like a pose reference or something, I don't think that's so bad if you're commissioning an artist, because you're obviously doing it to pay the artist, which I think is like the whole point and concept. But I know a lot of artists get really mad about that and they blacklist you, but I think like the whole thing is like, hey, I'm literally doing this to pay. Like, I'm literally doing this because I know your work is better and I know you're a good artist. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, for that, I think it's not the worst. Jesus. What is this AI generated shirt too? Yeah, hi Mike. You know, there's also this thing called a doorbell. You know me, I always like to make a dramatic entrance. Haha, you should have seen the look on your face. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Mr. Shears Guy, I've got good news. I'm staying with you for a few days. If I remember correctly, you've got a girlfriend too, just saying. Well, you know how it is. We had a fight and she kicked me out again, so I came to keep my dear brothers from oh, it's my brother. It's really my brother? I see, but unfortunately, you'll have to stay on your own. You Won the jackpot, we're moving to Hawaii for good? Yeah, no. Come on, tell me already. I've got 2 days off of work. I'm going to the country house. That's awesome. Can I come with you? I'd like to be alone for a bit. Maybe next time. I understand. Okay, no problem. I guess I'll stay here and look after the house then. That would be perfect. Thank you. I forgot to mention. I did something on your computer and I think I might have downloaded... Bro? What the? Seriously? Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, I'm gonna need to head to my room to lie down for a bit. Let me know when you fix the computer. Sweet dreams. I locked the shit out of that. There wasn't a password. It just kind of like logged you in. He's watching Zorn on my PC. That's actually a big reason why I just spend some time alone in the countryside. That's a big reason why I never partook in any Zorn. Because I thought it would give a virus. And I think I always felt a little strange that if I used my family computer, or if my family needed to use the computer, that like that stuff would be on there. So I never did it. Because I always thought it was bad. Yeah. So instead I watched MMD porn on YouTube. that wouldn't give a virus because it's on YouTube. So anyway, I basically want... Yeah. I don't even know how I stumbled upon that stuff. I actually, I looked up one of the old videos I watched, and it was from Oremo. It was from Oremo, and it was freaking the 2 girls. I forgot her name. Neko, like the black-haired girl, and the sister, and they were using an exercise machine, and it was like to the opening or something. Kirino and Kureneko, and they were using an exercise machine, and it just like they kept using it, and then obviously they were making funny fake faces and moving weird, and that was what I watched. And I found it again, and I was like, damn, this is still around. So yeah. No, it actually was a really good MMD. It looked good. It actually was very like good animated. Like it was animated very well. They must have taken it from like Iwata or something. I don't know. But it was uploaded to YouTube just normally, and it was very sexual. They weren't actually, they were nude, and they just covered them with 2 sensors on like the body parts. That's it. Yeah, there's full not safe for work on YouTube. I used to watch a lot of like Vocaloid ones. Yeah. So it's still on YouTube. It's still up. It's still on YouTube. No joke. Yeah, they'll strike like ASMR stuff, but there's straight up MMD porn on YouTube everywhere. No joke. I have a link. I actually think I have it saved again. But yeah, they have arrow games, everything. You can find that all on YouTube straight up. It's crazy. There's a lot of you know what I watch a lot of now? No, that's fine. You know what I watch a lot of now is there's Idol Master videos of them performing the songs, but then they'll have like no panties on, and then it'll be like straight up slips, but they're just dancing and it's not fully lewd. And then also they'll have like mirrors underneath them and stuff sometimes. And then, or it'll be like see-through clothing and stuff. Those are just straight up on YouTube, like, you know, straight up. And then also, yeah, Arrow game playthroughs, and then also, what else? Yeah, I used to watch a lot of MMD stuff. I can't find my first ever, like, porn video I've ever consumed, but I want to find it so bad. And it was, like, the first pornographic thing I saw, basically, for the most part. And it was of Hayama Kiyoteru from Vocaloid, and it was with Kai Yuki. And it looked like she had her first period, and she was bleeding on her legs. This fucking asshole. But then it turns out it was just the Toho vampire fairies biting on her legs, and he was like trying to help her with her period, but it turned out that's why she was bleeding. And that was like the first video. No, get out. Install now. Okay. That's a virus itself. Yeah, that was the first one I watched. Let's go. Okay. That's it. Whole PC infected. It's a damn zombie game. My love. Is this what you were looking at, you fucking asshole? My hot GF. Day off. Let the children play. Time to pack my things into a suitcase. But yes, that was the first ever MMD video I watched. And like lewdish video. Basically. I gotta pack my suitcase with my dirty clothes. Where'd my toothbrush? Where'd my lamp go? Okay. I hate the brother in this. He's a fucking asshole. Fuck you. There's my toothbrush. There we go. I packed my lamp. Yeah. Oh my god, bunk bed? That's a cool ass bed. I'm always scared to sleep on a bunk bed because I watched Donnie Darko. That's one thing. Why does he have tools in here? I don't like that. I watched Donnie Darko. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Karma charger. And also, I'm scared I'm gonna bump my head or I'm scared I'm gonna fall off because I sleepwalk sometimes. A little bit. And I move around in my sleep. I don't think there has ever been a night where my bed sheets have stayed on the bed ever. I'm not even joking. I have a problem where I move around in my sleep so much that I never keep bed sheets, pillows, socks, clothes on, no matter what. No matter what. Even if it's fit, I will take it off. I'm not joking. It will come off. There is nothing I can do. Yeah, I accidentally take my clothes off in my sleep every night. Unless it's really cold. Because then I guess I'm just cold. I just keep it on. But I never keep anything on. No matter what. I've tried to sleep with my clothes on. And they come off. They will come off. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to say that in a bad way. So I'm just going to call you Egg. Thank you for the sub. If I say it wrong, it's going to get clipped. And I'm dead forever. Everybody's going to hate me. Thank you for the sub. The crimson chin? The what chin? One time I had a bad dream. My teddy bear fell off the top of the bunk bed and came to life. Really? What did he sound like? Or she? Or they? I don't discriminate. You're scared of testicular torsion when you... Well, imagine, what if your clothes wrap around your balls and they twist them, you know, like that? Like you bury the turtle? Ah! It's a new fear. That's not gonna happen. Stop lying now. What if it happens? Might be able to fix it. I'm too bored right now. What do you mean you're too bored? What the hell? What the flip? Testicular torsion's so scary, man. It happens when you wake up. Wow. I didn't even know that. I didn't know this was a nighttime... I didn't know this was a morning version thing. I don't think it talked, but it moved when it wasn't supposed to. It's like Toy Story. You got to see it. You're lucky. Day off. I used to always think that my toys would come to life, so I used to turn them away from my face because I was scared. Because I also, like, just didn't want them to watch me. I was kind of freaked out by that. But now you realize that, like, everything is watching you all the time, and there's nothing you can do about it. So even if it's your toys, I mean, whatever. Probably your toys probably are watching you, yeah. Hey, buddy, we're almost there. Hang in there. Yay! Look, it's Menace in the drive. Yeah. At some point, I'd like to leave the city and live permanently in the countryside. Everything here is so different and peaceful. I hope that for you, I'd like to do. Oh, he really does have a smiley face sweatshirt. He really does. There's so many animals. It's kind of scary. I like this little town area that's going on. It's kind of cute. I like that. You can't hold yourself as you're eager to go. Try to relax a little till we get there. Anyway, we'll be at our destination soon. That's nice. 3:08 p.m. My dream is to kind of live in a smaller town that has a train that goes into the city, and then own a little shop there, or own a little shop in the city, and then, you know, you get to sleep in the more countryside, but you get to go to the city during the day. That would be my dream come true. I really want to I always think about owning a restaurant or something like that. Some little thing would be really nice. I've been watching a lot of Kitchen Nightmares, and I realized, like, all of these fucking idiots are like, yeah, I'm millions of dollars in debt. I decided to just buy this restaurant for no reason and put my house on the line, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And it's like, they have like a sirloin steak on the menu for like $13, and it's super shitty, and it's been frozen for like years, and it's like, you know, why doesn't anybody buy the steak? And it's like, first off, it's too cheap. Second off, if it's not good quality, it's not going to be worth even $13. And also, why does everybody that opens a restaurant, why do they always want to do gourmet? Just own a goddamn pizza joint, man. There's never too many pizza joints. Everybody likes pizza. Just get a little shitty food joint. It's really not that big of a deal. You're not that good of a cook. You're not. And that's okay. It is where the money is. Like, people don't realize. Another thing too is you have to keep a certain amount of supplies around to be able to do that sort of thing. You know, nobody wants a huge menu where they can't choose anything, and then the stuff's been sitting there for so long. Bang. I think, where did I put the damn key? I don't know. I would own like a freaking sandwich shop, or like a little cafe type of thing. That'd be nice. So I think I gotta go in here. I don't know what he said. I wasn't paying attention, and I don't really care. Hi, dog. How you doing, dog? I can't move now. What was it? The control? Alt? I'm stuck now. I see why. What was it? Control? Escape for 5 seconds. Oh. There. Phew. Patooey. Your house, if I remember correctly, is nearby. Damn, dog. That'd be awesome, though. Or a real dream of mine, but it probably wouldn't be that good, would be to own a little tea shop. And also, like, a little tea shop, like, cafe type of thing would be really nice. I would love that. I also think about, like, I really wanted to do this type of thing. Let's see where the key is, real quick. So where's faulty? I had forgotten about that. Yeah. I just have a spare key, so okay, so we're in the backyard. Don't fucking get me stuck, dog. I would love to own a place that like I pre-make a bunch of like lunches. Oh wow, I can go over here. I pre-make a bunch of lunches and you know, they're all like ready to buy and like do a little thing like that. And I have them all ready in the morning. So whenever like people that are busy working come in, they could get their lunch like early and have it for the day or something like that. And that would be nice. Yeah. That's what I imagine. Like just pre-made things. And like I make it like kind of overnight or through the night or something and a bunch of stuff. And I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. I don't know, I always liked that sort of thing because whenever I was working, it always felt like I had to craft a lunch. And like, or I had to bring my own lunch, or I had to craft a lunch, or I had to just like find the cheapest thing I could eat, and it really sucked. But it would be nice to make like, oh, I just went all around. It'd be nice to make like a bunch of stuff, and then I would never want to overprice people. Like, the thing is, I would want to make a good enough profit, but I'm okay with not making too much money. Like, I don't really need to live rich, I just need to have enough, I feel. So I would just want to do stuff to where, like, people can have what they need. Yeah. That I've always felt. Not there. There. Yay. There we go. Yay! Put my stuff inside. Suitcase on the bed. Wow. Puppy's already chilling. Very dark in here. Is generator for the power in the shed. Yippee! Ow. Let's go. It'd be nice to live like this. Just out. Oops. My chair. Out in the middle of nowhere, kinda. Just chilling. Not much to worry about or think about. Feed the birds. I love feeding animals and birds and stuff. It makes me so happy. I don't really like the snow too much. But it's kind of comfy sometimes. Close this. My stomach is killing me. I need to eat something. It get all scary fast. First I have to chop some wood up to heat up on the oven. Oh, he's really living like crazy. My axe. Where's my axe? There's my axe. I gotta chop the wood. Oh my gosh, I'm really living. Okay, it goes blue to red. It looked kind of cool though. Yay. There we go, we're really living, huh? These mini trees are enough? This isn't how it works though. This wood will not be sufficient. You need to use old wood that has been sitting, I'm pretty sure. You can't just chop. Okay. You can't just chop wood like that. Can I lock the door? I have the axe. I should kill him. If I killed him, it's not like anybody would know. I need matches. Here. There we go. He looked like a zombie. So it's okay. We'll just kill him. Yay! Fresh wood burns like shit. Yeah, it needs to sit out for a bit, right? Look at these tank cards. That's what I thought. Needs to dry. I know a few things. I know just a few. It's a good thing I'm short because I would do well in a situation like this because my body doesn't need as much to sustain I don't need as much to keep warm, and I don't need as much to cool off. Very simple. That's why being short is awesome. I've actually evolved to become better than you. Yeah. If you didn't know, well now you know. Should I go hunt that man down? Basically, I'm better than you. And in comparison, you suck and you're nothing. It's no one strange. And you would starve, and your body isn't made to be like that. Basically, I'm saying that you have iPhone face, except it's your height. And basically, I have timeless beauty. My height. So yeah. Suck it. Yeah. Damn, middle of nowhere. Let's go! Yippee! I get really angry when I'm hungry, so as long as nobody else is around me, I'll be okay. Because I just get mad. You're not you when you're hungry. Yeah, I just get angry. I get irritable. I do. I get angry. And then when I eat, I get tired and I want to sleep. I don't know. Whatever that says about me. I used to have a problem where, like, I wouldn't be able to eat lunch at work because I would get really sleepy after, so I wouldn't eat. I would just wait till after. Because I just get sleepy. I just, like, want to take a nap. Yum! Ravioli? Dude, you're supposed to eat the ravioli out of the can. Don't you know? You gotta eat the ravioli out of the can. That's the GLP one. I would never take one of those things. I just imagine they put shit inside of it to fuck you up and they're waiting for it. Pretty sure, like, my deranged headcanon is that there's gonna be another outbreak of something crazy and wacky and random, and it's all gonna be linked and due to that, but we're not gonna know till later. That's my onion. Alright, let's sit down and eat. Yummy! Holy heck. Who was that? Now my dog can eat too. I'm the one with the axe. Just get your axe out, buddy. Where's the axe? Get the axe out. I have the power. Come with me, dog. I'll close the door just in case. Yeah, the dogs are just chill. I don't think he gaff. Maybe it's my brother. That's why he's so comfortable with him. My doggy. Yippee. The Ozempic outbreak. Ah! Oh. It wasn't that scary. Dude, I nearly passed out. Who are you? I'm Luke, nice to meet you. I'm Jack, what brings you here? Forgot to mention it earlier, I'm your neighbor. That was alone out here. I've been living out here for the past few months. Life in the city isn't for me, I feel the same way. You planning to live here permanently, Jack? No, but hopefully someday. Hope you is someday, and are you alone here? I'm here with man's best friend. That's cute. Anyways, it was great meeting you, Jack. Take care. You too. Stay safe. Whenever anybody asks if you're alone, you're never alone. Why does he swing around? Avoid going out at night. It can be dangerous around here. Probably know better. Thanks. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how big you are. Whenever somebody asks or wants to know if you're alone, you're not. You're waiting for your group, or you're definitely with some buddy or a few people. It's better to say you're with a few people. Everything had been perfectly normal, calm, almost peaceful on the first night, and it started to show down my spine. Okay. Hello? Dude, my dog sucks. He's not protective at all. I need like a bauble or something. I don't see anything. Let me grab the flashlight from my suitcase. My dog sucks. Maybe he is deaf. I don't know. I would not open the door. The fuck? A cage? Just close it. Don't go out. But I have to go out. You know I have to. A dead rabbit. Why is it scary? Dog, do something! Dog, do something! Why my damn dog do anything? Close that. I don't know. Why does it not care? Why does it want me to look outside more? Damn it. I'm scared. Is it for me to eat? My god, what is it's a fucking dead rabbit, idiot. What the kind of fucking thing is a fucking this? Maybe I should let Luke know. Not right now. Not right now. I don't know how to get in contact with him. I don't know where he lives. He's a hallucination. He's not real. Wouldn't be a bad idea to look around the area. No, not right now. Are you searches the area. He's role playing. You're an idiot. I'm leaving my door open for my dog to come. I have an itch on my leg. I hope nothing kills me right now. What the kind of fucking thing is a fucking this? Why is it so bright in here? I don't even see anything that could be bright. Okay. Okay. Search the area enjoys it. Shut up. What the kind of fucking thing is a fucking this? Guess what I had a little bit of? And I want to make... I think I want to make more tomorrow. But I had a pizza with tikka masala on it. It was really good. Yeah. Finally! Do something. Why are you outside? Dog. Doggy. Doggy. I wish I could own a pizza joint and make all these types of pizzas. I have so many ideas for pizzas like that. I would love to do it. Yeah, what's this axe doing here? It's getting the sap. The eyes? Can I grab it? Okay, can I grab it? I would sell some sweet pizzas. I would try a sweet pizza. I would do a strawberry cheesecake pizza. They always do cookie pizzas, but I would do a strawberry cheesecake pizza. And I would do the pizza crust with either a spongy crust or I would do some graham cracker type of crust. I never see anybody do that. I think that would be really tasty. Oh, I talked to my friend now. He got a gift. What is this and what's it called? It's a walkie-talkie. This way you can talk to each other. Thank you so much. How's your first day? Perfect. I needed this. Truth is, something strange happened. So a dead animal in a cage. Definitely very unusual. Hurry up. Call the police. I'll be waiting for you. Arabic fusion pizza place? Oh fuck, that sounds so good. Damn. Make some homemade curry pizza. And here's what you do. I'll tell you what to do. If you want to put some like vegetables on it, you could put like, you know, carrot, whatever, onion. But the main thing I would do is I would do some like tomato or like sun-dried tomato, and then I would do butter chicken or like, you know, any form of curry thing you like. I would say like butter chicken or tikka masala. And then you put a layer of mozzarella, you know, just a thin layer, okay? But then on top of that, you put pieces of paneer cheese and you roast them before you put them on top. That'd be so good. That'd be so good. Yeah, that'd be so tasty. I thought I needed to chop wood. That's what I thought. Oh well. Okay, it's broken. Sheesh. Would be good. I really like a cauliflower pizza crust too. I wonder, with the expenses of a pizza restaurant, I wonder if it would be more viable to just buy a shit ton of cauliflower and create a cauliflower crust, rather than actually making it with flour, because then it would go through the like gluten-free stuff, so you wouldn't have to like buy stuff for gluten-free people or blah blah blah, and instead you can make cauliflower crust types of pizza. But I've had cauliflower crust and I didn't know it was cauliflower crust, so it can be that good. It can. You can make it very good. Sometimes it's better to like, if you can craft something that's good enough, it's better to craft a whole concept, an idea that kind of works for the people who have the special like things they need. So, like if you were going to do like say a burger place or something, and you found out the cost and the concept of like getting fresh ground beef was a little too expensive, it would not be bad or impossible to do meatless or black bean, because they last a lot longer. It's hard for them to go bad, and then you can have it as like a sort of specialty place. It would get rid of a few different types of people, but if it's good enough, it would overthrow like, you know, that sort of thing, right? At least that's what I think. Okay, there we go. That's all I need to do, move the box. But I think a lot more people are opening up, ow, to trying new things of that nature. And I think it's pretty good because a lot of people are not, they're trying to be healthier too. So if you market it as a healthy thing, it would be good. He's playing the damn game. Oh, this is my brother. He won't play he stopped playing the damn zombie game. Gonna fry my brain at this point. Go pee. Go pee. Go piss, girl. Go piss, girl. Thirsty, let me find the fridge, see what there is to drink. I want to cook more with mushrooms. He drinks the milk right out of the carton, what an asshole. In somebody else's house, what an asshole. Tastes like lemon juice, ew. Let me go check the car. Jack said it broke down. Find the problem with the car. Okay. I made really good fried chicken out of, I think it was lion's mane mushrooms. And I really, oh, that's why he has the tools. And I thought it was really good. I want to try more mushrooms. Oh, the tire. Can I click? Tire flat, problem the car had. Yeah. I wanna make more though. Spare in the room upstairs in my room. They do say fungi are very close to like animals or something. So that's why they probably taste a little similar. Turkey tail mushroom. I've never tried that. I want to go foraging sometime. That would be so cool. Oh, there we go. Just a spare tire. I want to try going foraging because I love mushrooms. And I want to learn how to forage them properly. There we go. Okay. Did we have to see the process? I actually don't like enoki mushrooms that much. It was that simple. This man can't do it without me. Let's surprise him at the country house. Oh, he doesn't want that. Don't do that. Probably don't do that. He doesn't want that. Ugh. Oh boy. He's gonna help him at the last minute. He's gonna help him. Am I driving? Yeah. I remember we used to come here when our family when we were kids. Imagine being so rich that you have an extra house. The fuck? Where did those years go? I was always so jealous of people like that. Like, oh, our beach house. Always so jealous. Gonna be thrilled, I'm sure of it. Wow. Wow, wow. Driving. If any of you has an extra house, you should give it to me. Cause I'm actually making your life better. I'm entertaining you for hours on end, and I think I deserve it. I think I deserve it. Yeah. But no, you can't visit. No Indian giving, okay? No Indian giving. Wow, he was burning. There he is. More than that, peace and quiet. It's really beautiful here. Someone left something outside my door, you know? Truly, nothing like that has ever happened. Okay, I haven't seen anything strange. Although, just so you know, I've heard things sometimes, but it's probably just my imagination. More specific. Okay. Nothing unusual if you think about it. We're living in the middle of a forest. Since birds are snapping, doing similar things, I accidentally twisted my head back. Gift subs, I only accept houses as payment. What's that thing? She's like, you can't afford $5? What was that? You can't afford to give me your whole goddamn house? What are you, poor? I do so much for you. Okay, so again, inform the police. You have time to watch a stream? You have time to give me your house. What thing? What did you hear? Came from over there, that direction. Okay. Bubby! Oh, I forgot I had the fucking do and be rise. Oops. Wrong thing. I had the do and be rise fucking thing at the top of my screen. Boo, haha. Wanting to do that for so long. What the hell? Why is there an emoji? What the fuck? What is that? Why did... Was this written with ChatGPT? I think it was. I'm pretty sure that's why the emoji was put. Oh my god. Is it really that hard to write a basic fucking thing? Shit pisses me off. It is a telltale sign. Alright. I don't give a shit about your shitty story anymore. Did Claude also program this game? Alright. Oh, where'd you go, buddy? I wonder if the AI named the dog for him too. Yeah, I actually am going to refund if it's made with AI like that. I know it's like, you know, oh my god, I'm ironic because you've used it before. But I'm not gonna waste my money on something that was basically free for you. Sorry, man. Not right. I don't know if it said it was made with AI. I just checked and it had good reviews, but it's looking like a lot of AI and I don't like that. I would much rather have the spelling mistakes and the inconsistencies. Why did you do this? Who could have done this? Walkie-talkie from the cabin. Mm-hmm. My damn dog. I see a light out there. Oh, is that his cabin? Or is that mine? I think that's his cabin. Lost. Hopelessness. What else? Where's my dog? Where's Cooper? Cooper. Cooper? Yeah, I prefer if somebody makes a bad game but they have their heart in it. I appreciate that. Hi, Cooper. Now I'm stuck. There we go. Thank you, Dunktastic. I like that name. Cooper is a Twin Peaks reference, like Detective Cooper? I don't know. Is this guy the log lady? You need to find him, bring him back to the cabin. Yeah. Hello. Alright, get the fucking flashlight. Get the fucking flashlight. Get that shit. I swear I just heard it. Okay, see. Now go back. See, lost, hopelessness, despair. Let's go. Need to grab the walkie-talkie from the cabin. Yes. Yosh. Ikuzo. Ikuze. This isn't so bad so far besides the shitty AI. I wish there were more of these games where it's just kind of like doing something mundane and kind of cool. I prefer that. I really like the Watchtower, Fears to Fathom. That was a really good game. Hello, puppy. Let's go back, puppy. I'm not gonna stand in the puddle because I'm gonna, get fucking stuck. I like when it's like a Monday and you're like outing somewhere or something. It's very cool. It's very cool. La la la. No, no, no. Is he dead in here? Luke, no, who did this to you? Damn. That sucks. Okay. My god, quick to the cabin. Let's take the goddamn stairs. My fucking dog. What the fuck? He was coming at me. Who is this? So did it matter? You're just gonna let yourself die? My brother! My brother! You escaped. What about my dog? My brother! It's Harry. The only word that can describe 2 days stay there. Revealing his immaturity and simulate life. The earlier man did all of this and destroyed shares of the sickness. That's all it was. I thought it was okay, I guess. 4 months later. I wish we knew the guy that did it. Like, it should have been my work buddy that got jealous. Yay! All natural dog food. Why is he swinging? He got a puppy too. Why is it like we're in a romantic relationship? It's kind of weird. 2 dogs. Random AI generated dude with his 2 dogs. Okay. What did that have to do with anything? This was a game about the island boys. So basically, like, oh, he got a dog or something. I don't know what that was about. Whatever. Nipadan music. That was really, like, I don't know. That's really whatever. I am definitely refunding for that being AI. I am that type of biatch. I'm that type of fucking bitch. I will do that. I will do that. I watch the moon. I have to remember how to get a refund. Oh, I know how. La la la. Yeah, that was a whole burger filled with air type of game. It was nothing. Absolutely nothing type of game. Hello, what the music play? Let the music play. Put on some music. I thought it was whatever. I mean, I think Steam allows you to
happens every time I look into your eyes. I can almost see into
game is AI, but does not list AI. I'm pretty sure Steam allows you to do that sort of thing. It's 2.5 hours I think I played of it. But yeah, Steam has a good refund policy when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm pretty sure I've gotten a refund for something like that. That's why I love Steam. I love Steam because they're like actually decent when it comes to reasonings and stuff like that. It's really nice. I'm gonna be so sad when it's, you know, not like that anymore. I put it was born for every refund I've ever done, really? And they let you? Yeah, you do have to tell Steam if you have AI in your game, which is why it's a proper refund. You do have to tell Steam, and it will list like AI was used. I see it on the porn games all the time, that it will be like, we used some AI to come up with the idea behind the art, and it's like the art is just fully AI. At least they have to list it, I guess. But like they'll be like, for some concepts we used AI. I was like, okay, the whole thing is AI. AI voices, AI writing, AI art. So it's so funny. We actually thought about using it, and we used it to even think about using it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. I don't like that though. I think they should definitely be held accountable for using that sort of thing. And I think even if you use AI to write the code, I think you should list it too. Because like even if you don't actually use it in the other stuff, I think it's worthwhile to say it. I it's not even like a terrible thing. It's you know, you did it, you used it, so like that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of the vibe coded stuff I don't trust. I don't trust that. But so yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it, for the most part. I just don't want to. I don't want to spend my money on something that was basically free. When AI writes the code, nobody understands it, and that's scary. That's kind of my fear too. Yeah, I have some other games, but I don't think I want to play them tonight. I think I want to play them these other days. Let me turn this down. It's a good song. Yeah. Yeah. I have something I'm gonna do Friday, I think. I think I'm gonna do 2 ASMR streams on Friday. And I'm using the concept behind it is gonna be Gyaru, I think, because I asked my friend, and thank you for the donation to the rescue. I asked my friend she made an AI Minako picture, but her account got deleted for it. So I don't know if she's gonna re-upload it or something, but yeah, she made a Gyaru Minako. I think I said A. I don't know why. But yeah, she made a Gyaru Minako and it got taken down. Her account got deleted. And I wanted to retweet it, but yeah, I don't know. So I'm probably gonna do it based on that picture. A lot of ASMR, yeah, Goki. No, I have it. I asked her for it and she gave it to me. But what was I gonna say? A lot of the ASMR stuff I do is kind of based off of a picture I see sometimes. And then I come up with the idea after. And then I basically just go along with the idea in my head, and that's how I make the stream. Like, basically every single stream I've done is just, like, off the noggin. I don't know. I think that's just how I work. Like, I work better under pressure and last minute than I do, like, coming up with something and panning it out, because then I start getting embarrassed and thinking that it's cringe, and then I don't want to do it anymore when I take too much time, because then I get really embarrassed about it and I can't just like wing it. I'm like, oh, what if I do this? What if it's bad? What if this is better? So that's kind of what I do. I've always been like that. I don't know why. So yeah, it just works out better for me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not too good at it. Yeah. I get really anxious and nervous sometimes. Because I don't know why. I get really embarrassed and nervous when I, like, ask for something or, like, take my time doing something. I don't really know why I'm like that. Even, I recently asked this... I was playing this, lewd game, and I saw that there was, like, a fake advertisement in the world. And I literally just DM'd the game and I was like, hey, I saw this fake ad. Can I actually pay you to put a real ad in the game? And after I wrote that, I thought I was gonna throw up because I just felt so fucking embarrassed and bad and like terrible. And I refused to read my messages because I was so embarrassed. And they actually got back to me and they're like, oh, we wouldn't want you to pay for it. And they're like, we're on break right now, but like when we come back, we'll discuss it. And I won't tell you the game. It'll be a secret right now. But that's what they told me. And I was like, I don't know. I had to like pace after I read that because I was so fucking embarrassed. And I was like I felt like kind of, I don't know why. I feel kind of like weirdly ashamed sometimes. But not in the way where it's like, oh, it's lewd. It's like, like they have to do something for me. I feel bad about it. Like they... You know, this is something that like they're gonna have to spend time on, and it's me. I don't know. That's what I feel like. I don't know. That's how I feel, and I don't know. I get really embarrassed about it. Yeah. That's all. I don't know. I get really like ashamed and embarrassed. Not ever about the type of stuff or thing. It's more like, oh, it's me. you know? Oh, it's a me thing. That's why I'm ashamed and embarrassed, because it's me. If it was anybody else, it wouldn't be shameful or embarrassing, but it's me, so it is. And that's why, that's like always my issue, but I'm trying to get over it. I'm trying to just do stuff. And in my head, I gotta think like, hey, if they don't want to do it, then they'll do it. Even, like, if I ever order food, like DoorDash or anything, I know this is really weird and very autistic, but if I order something and it's just one thing, I always have to add another thing because then I feel bad. Like, I feel bad, like, they're going out of their way to just do one thing, so I gotta get another. Like, if I get say I get, like, a burger, you know, I'll have to do the meal or something, because then I feel bad, instead of, like, just the burger. And it's, like, to be honest with you, like, I'm just spending more money, and they're gonna do it anyway. They're gonna get tipped either way. So it's not really a big deal, you know? But that's how I feel. Like, it's so freaking embarrassed about it. And sometimes, like, I'll see them coming. Like, I'll see them drive. Okay, this is, like, really autistic, but I'll see them driving, and I get so fucking embarrassed seeing them come closer that, like, I try to move as far away in my house as I can from where they're coming in. I don't know why. And, like, sometimes, like, I see them coming, and I'll, like, try to, like, just almost, like, run away. I don't know why. I don't know. I get embarrassed. I don't know. And, like, sometimes they'll knock, and I will, like, do everything I can to not answer the door right away. But I have to go check anyway. So I basically act like I'm running from, like, a faraway place to either scare them off or, like, to show them, like, oh, I was taking my time, you know? So, yeah. I do ask them to drop it and go, but sometimes they'll knock. Because I get groceries through this stuff, you know what I mean? So I get a lot of bags of groceries for the most part. That's, like, how I get my groceries. I don't drive. So that's what I do. And I don't know, I get embarrassed about it. I don't know why. And I know it's silly. It's so ironic coming from me, you know? Like, I'm this person that does all this, like, crazy stuff and everything, but that's just online, you know? Normally, I do as much as I can to not be in people's way or their faces. I don't know why. That's just how I am. But online, I don't know. I'll be like a fucking bitch or do whatever I want. I don't know. For the most part. For the most part. Yeah. That's just how it is. Mm-hmm. I need the Ring doorbell. I used to have one, but it broke. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's all. I guess I differ a little bit from how I is online, how I are. But I think it's mostly because it's kept to online, and also, like, I don't really like showing myself too much. Like, I don't know. I always get embarrassed about, like, showing myself, even my hands sometimes, and I try my best to get over it. But I always feel like I look like an alien compared to most human beings, and I have no idea why. Yeah, I heard that Ring uses your data to, like, track shit, which is cool, so that's awesome stuff. But I don't know why. Like, I feel like I show my fingers, and it looks like a fucking alien has popped into the scene. And it's not like that at all. I look pretty normal. I look pretty fine, whatever. But, like, in my head, I'm like, something about it is fucked up. I don't know why. And even, like, I always feel like so weird compared to other people, but that's mostly just a brain thing. Yeah, I do hate showing my arms. And no, I don't have any crazy scars on my arms. You've seen it. But I hate showing my arms because I don't know why. I just think they look weird. I don't know why. And I have a ton of freckles, so I don't like showing them. It's because I have a ton of tattoos. I have sleeves of tattoos, and I use filters to get rid of them. And all of the tattoos are why I can't work a job in real life. Because they all say heinous, disgusting things and have awful imagery. Yeah. That's why. What if, you know what I would do if I was a tattoo artist? If somebody wanted a swastika, I would do one of those really fucked up ones. You know when, like, as like when you're in like middle school and somebody draws the swastika for the first time and they draw it like the wrong way or they draw it really fucked up. That would be so funny. They'd have to live with that forever. They'd look like a fucking like they'd look like a cringe neo-Nazi, not just like a like, you know, in general. It'd be like 10 times more cringe and they'd have to live with that. It'd be so funny. Yeah. I think I don't know why, but anytime somebody like LARPs as like a Nazi or a neo-Nazi, they're like the most embarrassing cringe person ever. And the worst part is like, I don't know, they always think like they're gonna get into like whatever the fuck it's called, that like white paradise, and it's like, bro, you got like brown hair and brown eyes. Like, what do you mean? They would not let you in. You would not be in there. Yeah, like Agartha, bro, like your skin is olive. You're not getting in. So how could you pretend this way? How could you pretend? You know? That's what I'm saying. Bro thinks he's part of the team. It's how it is. You are not that guy, pal. You are not that guy. You know, like, none of us would be getting in. I wouldn't be getting in. I'm too short. Nobody wants that. They need 6 foot, like, people that look like the fucking alien, the fucking elves from Lord of the Rings. None of us, you're not it. You're not it, pal. You're not it, guy. I don't get it. You're not that guy, pal. It's true. It's true. We'd be killed. You're not that guy, pal. It was a thing before the neo-Nazi LARPers claimed it. I remember, I think it was my friend. I remember a long time ago, they made a fake Agartha Discord. And they wanted to see what type of people joined. So they would ask them for face pictures to prove that they're Aryan before they got in. And I'm going to tell you, some of the things that were seen were kind of insane. Yes, they did that. It wasn't even a real Discord. It was just fake. They just like advertised it on Reddit or some shit. I don't even remember. But yeah, they asked for picture proof. And it was very funny. Yes, they did send pictures. And a lot of them were like teenagers. It was really funny. Yeah. When I used to like actually do stuff on Discord, it would be some bullshit like that. Like I used to have a bunch of random Discords where I would like just do funny stuff because I thought it was funny, basically. I had a really big Discord one time, and like it was just for a really basic stupid thing. But when people would come in to troll, I would lock them into their own chat room, and then I would let them spam whatever they wanted to spam, no pictures of course, and then I would just type bug. And that's all I would do, like periodically. And I would just type bug, that's it. And I would say like, you're stuck or something, that's what I would do. And they would leave and try to come back, and they would be put immediately back into that chat. Or they would like try to swap accounts, and they would be put back in that chat again. And they would just be stuck in their own chat to spam like, you know, the N-word or something. And I would type, don't care, you're a bug. That's it. And they hated it. They did not like that. That it would make them so mad every time. And it's so funny because I think it was like, the Discord was something very like stupid and mundane, like cute pictures or something. But yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah. And it's very funny to do that. People get much angrier when they realize like they're stuck. And you don't want to block them, you don't want to ban them. They're just stuck in their own little hole. That's what it is. That's why like sometimes I don't block certain people that I know like type like nasty stuff on my tweets and everything, because sometimes I wait for the day where like I'm just angrier than usual, and then I'll just like post their location or like something else about them. And that's what I do. Cause I'll just like let them writhe a little bit, and then I'll just do that sometimes when I like, if I just feel like it. I don't know. Cause I don't really care, like if something is public they can type whatever, but yeah, that's what I wait for. That's kind of what I do. The abuse goblin, basically. Yeah. That's what I do. I don't know. I got that one guy to delete his account. I was waiting for that actually. So, yeah. I just wait. I sit there and I wait. I allow. Yeah, he deleted his account after that. There was this guy, and he was telling me that I was like, because I made some joke, like, you know, I want a man that's Chinese in spirit. And it was like, obviously a fucking joke. And then he like freaked out, and he was like, white people, blah, blah, blah. And he like freaked out. And then I remember he DM'd me that he wanted me to move to China because white women are his type. And then I screenshotted it, and then I just, you know, quote retweeted it, and then he deleted his account. That's it. It was crazy. I thought that was very funny. That felt like it would be in a video. Yeah. 10 years he'll have the upper hand? Hell no. Hell no. I don't know what he was expecting. I get a lot of that stuff. Almost every single person that like is angry at me or tries to do something to me, they're usually trying to do something on another account, and I can tell because sometimes people have specific typing patterns. And sometimes I'll just allow them to be, because the more they type, the more I understand what patterns they have. And then when I know, then I can do it. So it's very simple to me. I don't know. It's very funny. Very funny. Yeah. Everyone has a few. Mine, I know what mine are. Mine is, I say just a lot. I type just a lot for some reason. And it's specifically for the reason of, I think it's the Radiohead song that's called Just. And I don't know why I think about that in my head, and I think about the picture, and I think it's like, I don't know, just stuck in my head. But then also, I make a lot of spelling errors, like same and sane, because I type so fast, and I don't use a thing that autocorrects. So that's what I do. And also, I do type a lot of ellipses. I think most people do, but it's funny. It's funny to do that. Yeah. I've been saying a lot of yes. Yes. I don't really care about spelling errors. It's like whatever. Homestuck typing quirks. I read Homestuck, and for some reason, one of the first ever lewd dreams I had was about Carcat. And I knew it was Carcat, but he didn't look anything like Carcat at all. And then I had a crush on him for a little while, but then I saw what he looked like, and then I didn't have a crush on him. Because he wasn't the Carcat from the dream. I just thought it was him in my dream. I don't really know why. So yeah, that's what I think about. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what kind of dream that was. But that's what I remember. Yeah. Literally came to me in a dream. But he didn't look like himself. And then when I saw what he looked like, I didn't like him. I knew about him from Homestuck. Does that make sense? Because I read some Homestuck, and then I saw people mention the name on Tumblr. And I just knew, like, Carcat is like bratty or something. That's all I knew. He's just kind of like bratty. And then, yeah. That's what happened. That's all. That's all. No, I just didn't think he had gray skin. I didn't think he had gray skin like that. I don't know. I didn't think he had gray skin. That's all. No, I don't like any of the Homestuck characters, really. I wish I liked Homestuck when it was popular, though. I think I would have made a lot of, like, crazy friends. That would have been fun. A lot of the Homestuck characters have gray skin. They're like trolls or something. Perhaps I've been keeping myself young. Only millennials use punctuation? I think it's nice to see that. I'm not going to dye my skin gray from the markers, no. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. I think Homestuck was cool, though. I used to read this. Let me look it up. Let me see if it's actually the name I was thinking of. Oh, yes. So I used to actually read a webcomic, and I was really obsessed with it. And I stopped reading it for a little while, but man, I loved reading it. It was called Awful Hospital. And it's kind of like a cartoonish body horror, like alien type of comic. And it was really cool. And it was really awesome. And it was like an interactive webcomic thingy. And I thought it was so cool, but I never finished it because it was still ongoing. But that was like my Homestuck, I guess. Yeah, it was so cool. And all of the characters were like weird body part alien things. It was really, really cool. I still like the art from it. Yeah, they have fun character designs. I miss reading a lot of webcomics. I used to want to make my own webcomic because I don't know, I think they're so cool and I think they're so exciting. And I like seeing people's own like concepts of things. It's very cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why did webcomics drop off? They were so popular. I think it was they were popular around like 2012, 2013 around. And they were so popular and they were so awesome. And now just completely gone. I really liked a lot of the creative ideas from them. Very cool stuff. Maybe I will make my own webcomic. Huh? I wonder how people make them actually. One of my friends in school, she was working on a webcomic. And I wanted to help draw for her. Because obviously I was an art nerd and I was in the art classes with the other art nerds. But I remember I wanted to make it with her, and we just never did it because we were like in middle school. But it would be so cool. Yeah. I need to work on art. I think tomorrow I'm probably going to I'm probably gonna work more on practicing artwork. I need to. But I wanna come up with like my own art style. Because I can do both a little bit like realistic, cartoonish, and I'm trying to get more into anime. But I'm mostly into cartoonish stuff. I've always been more like cartoony. Webcomics since '97. Fall off of webcomics came with the commercialization over passion. Damn, you're old. Just kidding. It's kind of annoying because a lot of the webcomics, in my opinion now, good song. A lot of the webcomics now, I feel like if you put like maybe ads on the side of the page, you'd be okay if you want to make money from it. But then, as well as that, selling merchandise is very common now. And everybody buys merchandise. So you could just easily make your profit off of merch. So I feel like even though people need to make money, obviously, you know, life is expensive. You can't really blame some people for like trying to profit or make money or do things because, you know, shit's expensive. Life's hard. And time is expensive, you know, because if you're not working, you're not making money. But just make some merch and make other stuff. Some people don't make much from merch, but it depends on what you go through and who you go through and how you make it. I would say. I think that's what matters. I would say I make a pretty good amount off of certain merch, but it's so funny because I go through companies. So I make a pretty good amount through companies, and it's hands off. But if I were to do it myself, it would probably be a bit different. At least that's how I feel. Nah. But I don't know. Maybe I'll look into the webcomic stuff. I also need to kill 6 billion demons. I haven't seen that, but let me look it up. Kill 6 billion demons. Kill 6 billion demons. This looks cool. Wait, you just reminded me. Damn it. There was some other webcomics I used to read, and darn it, I'll have to look up a lot of the other ones. But this looks badass. I want to look into RPG Maker as well. I want to start doing more creative stuff on the side. I feel like that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Because I feel like I have a ton of good ideas, but I never put them to work. Like, I always wish that I could be a freaking manager for a VTuber that was willing to do certain ideas, and that would like allow me to help them do the ideas. Because I have really good ideas, but I never like to do them myself. And I always get embarrassed doing certain things myself, which is why I never like do the full extent of how I believe, I just cracked my knee, how I believe they could be. But I feel like if somebody else was willing to do them, I could easily help them and give them the concept and idea and like how to finalize it. But I don't know, I always get embarrassed about it. So, I don't know. Yeah. The number of webcomics that self-censor to appeal to ads instead of telling the story they want is appalling. That sucks. That sucks. I'd love to direct stuff and push stuff in a certain direction. It'd probably be my dream, but I don't even know how to do that. But I love working with creative ideas and concepts and things and really thinking about stuff for a while. And I wish I could just do that all day. They need me to be the thinker all day. That would be my job. I will be the thinker all day. Me, I sit back and I be the thinker. Literally my whole life, that'd be me. I have to do the pose. I'm doing the pose. You just can't see it. You just can't see it. That's why I wanted to, my thing that I was gonna do after high school, because I was going to get into, the fucking Cal Arts. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't do that. I wanted to work on children's books and cartoons and stuff like that. But, yeah, I know. I would have been bankrupt for life, for no reason. And I would have been working at McDonald's anyway. With my fucking art degree. Yes, I have an art degree. That's why I have this wonderful job at McDonald's, yes. Yes. It's so crazy. In my opinion, just my opinion, I feel that to get into art schools, you do have to prove it with like a book of artwork. And obviously it depends on the art school, but I don't think you should have to pay. Like, in my opinion, I think knowledge should not be paid for. It should be free and it should be more open. Which I guess is why a lot of stuff is more open source on the internet, right? But I believe almost every single college should be free, except for if you go for like a doctor or like very specific things like that. You know, a surgeon. I think those cost money, but I think it's because of how much goes into it and all of that. But I think if you're going for like a fucking, like a degree in horoscopes, you gotta pay for that? You gotta spend money for that? Come on. Like, you know, like, come on. Just, I don't know. It's so stupid. It's true. It's so stupid. It shouldn't put you into lifelong debt. That's why I didn't go to college. I would have went to college. Who's paying the teachers then? The government should. I think our government money should go to, you know, stuff in the US of A. That's what I think. And I think they should pay the teachers, and I don't think we should be paying the teachers. Yeah. That's what I think. I think the tax dollars should go to those damn potholes on the teachers. Stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think, obviously I don't know too much about the specifics. I just know what I know. But I think it's very stupid with certain things how it does that. I wish they would be used for more infrastructure. I wish, but that'll never be. And I think it would be awesome if more places were made out of brick. So they stay. Yeah, the roads are terribly bad. That's why even when I take an Uber, like, I feel so bad because when they go over all these potholes and stuff, I almost want to apologize because it's like, damn, like, you know, because I have to go here, I'm ruining your fucking car. Like, I feel bad. And it's so terrible. The roads are awful. I don't know. Like, I hope Uber pays for, like, when their tires get all fucked up. Ugh, I hope so. They probably don't. But, yeah, I know. They gotta go there. It's really bad. It's really bad. But I don't know. I think, in my opinion, I wish all education was free and should be free, especially with things that you have an interest in. And I don't think all education should be for a job. I think the pursuit of knowledge should be a general thing to want. But it's really hard to when you gotta focus on working. So that's why. I don't know. I wish people would learn more about things that they enjoy. But yes, it is free online. Not degrees, but it also depends on what you're looking into. There's actually a bunch of, well, here's a bit of knowledge I'll teach you right now. Is that if you go on the Home Depot website, there's a bunch of courses and things you can take about like building things, crafting things, understanding general around the house things, like plumbing, stuff like that. So you can learn from there if you want to. I guess a lot of the knowledge is that you just have to look where to do it. But yeah, you can, they're like basically courses. It's free. It's all free. So if you ever want to learn and like you don't want to call somebody for, you know, putting your sink thing in, installing it, then you can definitely look it up yourself. You may run into some bumps and stuff. There's certain things I wouldn't do without, you know, getting a professional. But like if you gotta fix your sink, probably not the craziest thing, you know? Probably not the craziest thing. I used to have a fucked up sink and I fixed it just from YouTube videos. So it's, you know, certain things around the house, not too bad. Harvard or MIT have a bunch of recorded lectures. I believe it's both of them. But I've thought about listening to some of them. I've been actually looking at a bunch of art courses on YouTube. And I've been trying to work with them or like watch them and take it in. Especially about like shading and like drawing bodies and stuff like that. It's very cool that all of that is free. But I sometimes wish that, I guess like you can, right? If you want to, you can go sit in on a lecture. If you like opt for it, you're just not gonna get anything out of it. But I sometimes wish like that I could do that sort of thing and sit down and listen. Because as I grow older, I almost want to actually like look into more of that stuff and read about things a bit more. So, yeah. I'm learning English through the internet. It's crazy. Yeah, it's so cool that you can do that. I was learning Japanese and I took a little like course thing about it and I need to keep on it. There's a guy who runs a YouTube channel called Dad, How Do I Do It? DIY Repair Cooking. Oh, that's so sweet. I wish it would be so cool if somebody made a mom version of that. Basically about common knowledge of like how to sew your clothing, how to do certain hairstyles, you know, face, like skincare and stuff. That would be sweet too. That would be nice. Yeah. I hope there's a lot of stuff like that. You know, when I actually watch a lot of skincare videos and certain makeup videos, I actually watch older women do them specifically, and those are my favorites. Especially because there's a lot of older women that, what is it? Crazy ass song. There's a lot of older women that, do that sort of thing, and they have perfect skin, and they have, like, no wrinkles and stuff. So I love to learn from people that have actually been through it and done it. Yeah. At least that's how I feel. And something I've learned about older women is that most of the skincare products they use are not really, you know, it's not the newfangled stuff. It's your basic stuff that has worked for years. So, I learned half my favorite dish. Oh, you know who I watch? You just reminded me, because you learned from abuelas. Also, give me some channels. That'd be nice. There's this Korean grandma. Her name is Mangati. I don't know if she's still around, but she makes a bunch of old Korean recipes, and I used to make a lot of them. And she knows best. She's amazing. All of her recipes are like 10 out of 10. Best cooking video. Yes, I'd love all of her videos. I used to make a bunch of Korean food for my my family from her, and she's really, really good. She's really, really, really good. I highly recommend her. Highly recommend her. Yeah. Yeah. Check her out if you can, especially when she has banchans, Korean banchans, which are the side dishes. They're really good. Some of them are basically just soy sauce, honey, garlic cloves, but that is so good for your body inside. Very good for you. She makes really good stuff. A lot of them are quite easy too. A lot of them, it's just about time, like fermenting, pickling. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it'd be fun and cool for you to basically learn those recipes and do them and feel accomplished. I think everybody should learn how to cook a little bit. Just a little bit at least. learn how to cook and learn how to cook basic things. So no matter what, you know a little bit, you know? I think everybody needs a little bit. And sometimes it's just following a recipe. So, yeah. Everyone should know how to do that sort of thing. I know some things are very difficult. Like, a lot of people don't know how to do, like, home tools and home things. But I think everybody should have the basic skills. I wish there were schools for basic life skills. That would be nice. In school, high school, I tried to take as many classes as I could for basic life skills. And that's, I would try my best because my thought of the last year of high school was like, I basically almost passed, but I took all basically like BS classes about life skills, and I wanted to take as many as I could so I could learn and get ready. Because right after I got out of high school, my goal was to just work, which is what I did. And if I really wanted to go to college, I would figure it out later. But my thing was just to work. So I wanted to learn as many life skills as I could. So when I work, and I eventually move on my own, that I know my life skills and my basic things. And that's what I worked on. And it did help me out. All throughout, I think my middle school life, I learned how to cook and basic cooking and stuff like that. So I did as much as I could. There were times where I would basically be cooking dinner for my whole family, and I really liked doing that. I remember one of the first meals that I ever cooked that was really good. I made a coconut curry for my whole family, and it was delicious. And that was like the first thing that I really learned how to cook by using like different like things together that I'd never tried before. I basically I knew how to cook basic stuff, but I wanted to go out of my element and cook something strange that I had never tried and never cooked, and it was delicious. Delicious. It was really good. No, I just followed an online recipe, just like a written out recipe. And then I also used to make stuffed artichokes with my mom. I guess it's a very Italian meal, but it is so delicious. And I used to make that every year. And I remember we would make it around the 4th of July, and it would be like our 4th of July food. It's so good. So tasty. I usually make stuffed artichokes, and I make a lot of chicken piccata with capers. Really tasty. I guess a lot of Italian food, like penne alla vodka, chicken piccata, bruschetta, stuff like that. All very good. I don't really like capers, but they do add to the meal. Sometimes instead of capers, well, no, I guess this is a different dish. I will do, I don't know if this is an Italian meal, but I do a chicken with wine sauce gravy, and I do green peas and white wine sauce with onions, and it is so freaking delicious. And you can put it over pasta, or you can put it over rice, and it's very good. It's like a wine sauce gravy. So yummy. So yummy. My mom made it recently, and I was thinking, man, I should make that myself. You know, like learn how to make the full recipe myself, and do it on my own. Because I need to basically have it in my fingertips. You know what I mean? So, I need to. I don't think the green peas is Italian. No. But it's very good food. It's colavine. I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's a French chicken stew. Honestly, from what I know, my mom kind of made it up. Like, it wasn't really a recipe she followed. It was just something she had before, so she tried to make it. I guess that's how a lot of my family cooks. Is that, we will, kind of, do stuff from mouthfeel or something. So, yes, I have a book that I want to write more stuff down for, family recipes. I have a special meatloaf that I make, and it's a very special secretive meatloaf. And I won't be telling you it because it's a very special family recipe, and it has very special ingredients. No, it's not just nutmeg. It's something more. It's something more. And it's really good. But I have a bunch of little recipes I make. That lasagna I made was delicious. It was really, really good. I want to make my own pasta. I used to make my own pasta. Did you know that? I've made a few of my own pasta before, but I only did it in school because I didn't have a pasta maker at home. But I've made my own pasta. Basically, not pasta maker, but like a cutter, like the roller, and it's pretty good. I've made lasagna sheets. I've made different types of like noodles and stuff like that, and I did get the texture right. And I loved making it, but I need to get the little maker again. Yeah, I don't have a KitchenAid mixer. I need to get one. They're just very big. I don't want to do cooking streams because there's too many reflective things, and I don't really have a good space to do it because everything is fucking reflective, and I don't really trust it. I guess I can get a little burner, but I'm too spooked by that. I'm way too spooked. So, I wish I could. I'm a little too spooked for it. And also I already get anxious. So like I'll probably act like a weird dummy, like flying around not knowing what I'm doing because I get so anxious I can't think. And I'm already anxious that like, you know, my ugly mug is reflective, or like I turn down and I've got like a quadruple chin. But then it's also the fact that like, oh, things are hot, oh, things can burn, you know. So that's why. That's why. I always worry about that. Yep. It is a lot. But I do like cooking. I've thought about this recently. But I thought about getting like a much better phone, cuz for some fucking reason my phone looks like I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it's literally just me at this point. But whenever I like take a picture of myself, it looks like it's from 2005. And this has happened with other people's pictures they take of me. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. I don't know what it is about me, but like I turn the quality down. I don't know why. I'm not even kidding about this. It's insane shit. But I want to get like a better phone to like maybe take some like small videos of like cooking little things here and there. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I want to do. The phone cameras do get worse. They actually, especially iPhones, they specifically make them worse with updates, by the way. So, even with my phone camera, when I'm looking in the viewfinder thing, or like looking in the thing of what I'm taking, after I take the picture, it looks different because they either smooth it out or HDR it, and it's features that you cannot turn off. It's really fucking cool. I love it. It's really cool. That is actually a real thing, by the way. It is in their actual thing. It's awesome. You either have to like change all the features or settings or change them in a way where it doesn't look so bad. The post-processing. I used to have a Google Pixel, and it had its own like AI post-processing thing, and it was the worst shit I've ever used in my whole entire life. It looked like alien fucking creatures on my screen. It was so bad. And it's like, I don't want that. I want to see what I'm actually taking a picture of. And it was so bad because all of it, like, you know, AI smoothed it out or like made up what was in the image, and it just completely ruined it. Why? I don't want this. I want to take a picture of what I'm taking a picture of. Like, what I see in the camera should be what it is. So, yeah, I hated that. Yes, it upscales it. Yes, that's what they call it. And it looks worse. It looks so much worse. Ah. Yeah, usually apps off the camera stores are much better. That's usually what you're supposed to do to take better pictures and images is just go to like the apps. I need like one of those like Huawei Chinese phones. I don't know. To be honest with you, I kind of want to buy an old iPhone and have like the old iPhone look to it and like make videos like that because it's kind of cozy. And I want to like do stuff like that. Kind of cozy in its own way. I like that. I think I actually have an old iPhone, so I'm pretty sure I kept all of my old phones for the most part. Chinese phone that plays Red Sun in the Sky. It's got Red Note auto installed. Guy using the iPhone 4 to record himself buying an iPhone 17. Wow. My phone, so all of the updates that the iPhones do literally just break your phone. But they also, so listen, okay? A big reason, I will tell you this. I know a lot of people don't like to update their shit. And I agree. I don't like to update my shit either. Same with like Windows 11, right? A big reason why you have to update your stuff is that there are exploits. And the new updates are getting rid of the exploits. So you're like sitting there basically with a bomb, waiting for the exploit to happen if you don't update your stuff. So even if it sucks, you have to do it. Because you're almost in more danger. But yes, the updates do screw your shit. But that's mostly why. And that's another reason why I updated to Windows 11, even though it's literal slop and terrible. But there may be exploits, there may be things going on. And besides that, a lot of my softwares are updating, and I can't just sit back. Like I can't just sit back and let them happen, especially with exploits and other things. So you have to do that. You have to take care of that. It does really suck though. I do hope the AI stuff goes away. Fuck that. But that's a big reason why you have to update your stuff. It's a lot of security risks. I know it's terrible. I know they break your stuff. I know they make it shitty, but you gotta do it because you gotta be careful. So just for future reference with anything, you have to. You have to. Please. Yeah. But even besides that though, I recommend using like KeyPass. I think it's KeyPass XC, and then also using I forgot what the freak it's called, but it's the Swedish VPN service. I should probably contact them for a little thing. What the heck is it called? I think Mulvad. Thank you. Mulvad and KeyPass XC, I believe it's called. I highly recommend Mulvad above all others. The others basically sell your info, and the others basically are like waiting to sell your info. So I highly recommend Mulvad. You can even pay for it through the mail if you want to. So with anything like that, I hope you get it. While talking about things like that. Yeah. I think my life got more complicated once I switched from a flip phone. There's actually a fun fact. There is a little ongoing wave of some people switching back to flip phones. That's a real thing, by the way. A lot of people are switching back to flip phones because they don't want to have all of that going on. Don't want all of the tracking, things like that. I've thought about it too. I do use my phone so much. But I've definitely thought about that. I think the GPS though is really important. They should make a flip phone that has very specific features that are important. Like the GPS type of thing, and maybe like a music app or something would be awesome. But then other than that, like I guess you can kind of stray away from like the social medias and basic apps and things like that. But I think it would be nice to have like very basic functions. Yeah. It would be a nice detox. That's what I think too. And also, I'm just gonna say it. Flip phones are so fucking cunty. They're so fucking cunty and good. Like, when you hang up on somebody, you clap it closed. With the iPhone, you just press end. It sucks. It's stupid. So, basically, it's so much better to just clap it closed. That's so cool. And to flip it open, too, or to flip the bottom up, that shit is so cool. And to put it in your pocket, like hanging out a certain way, that shit is so awesome. And then it's like with the iPhone, it's just a gay little screen. It sucks. But then you got the little cuntiness with the, you know, I'm done. It's awesome. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. I guess you can slam your phone to the ground at most, but you can't do that. It was so stylish. It was so cool. What about BlackBerry? I used to have a BlackBerry. You know what phone I want back so bad? My favorite fucking phone. I believe it was the LG Chocolate. Let me get this image for you. It's important. I'm getting this picture for you right now. Hold on. Hold the phone, okay? I gotta show you the coolest fucking phone in the world. And it came in pink. believe it. Alright, here it is. This, the coolest goddamn phone you ever did see. It came in a hot pink too. This shit was awesome. And this was the best. This was the coolest phone ever. I love this damn phone. It was so stylish and awesome. I loved it. It was my favorite damn phone. Especially the green color. Whew. I had one like that with a full keyboard. It's my favorite. Yes, they're so cool. I had the Sidekick too. Yes, I did. It was so cool. All of the colors for these phones were 10 times cooler. Why did old technology look so much more futuristic and cool? Everything, it looks like boring and cheap now. What the hell is that about? Why did they do that? Why did they do that? It makes me so mad. Everything is so much cooler. Well, I think switching to a flip phone is a good idea. Yeah. Song's so good. The Razr is sick. I actually had a new Razr phone, but it sucked balls. It was terrible. I love the old Y2K aesthetic. My favorite thing ever were the see-through, they call them like frosted see-through technology, where you could see all the wires inside. That was the coolest thing ever, especially controllers. I used to have one and it was so cool. I used to have an old, I think it was like a PS1 controller, and you could see all the wires on the inside and it glowed. It was so cool. I loved it. I loved it so much. Maybe it was a PS2 controller, actually. You'll be right. Skill Candy? God, wasn't that shit the coolest ever? They should make things like that again. I would buy it in a heartbeat. I don't know. I would buy it in a heartbeat. I'm into the consumerism for like the nostalgia bait, like, you know, Y2K shit. I love that stuff. I do. I love that stuff. I love the old Macs. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I think PC Master Race, but Macs are pretty good. I'm just gonna say it. Macs are pretty good laptops. They are. One thing about a Mac, I will say, is that they do last. They do last. They're very expensive, but they do last. I had a Mac that lasted me like years and years and years. I probably could still use it now. But yes, Macs do last. I will say that. MacBooks do last. They do. They're very good for producing things and crafting things. But they're not good, like, you shouldn't use it as like oh, I'm gonna fucking play a video game on a Mac. You know what I mean? It's good for like music creation. It's good for like art. It's good for things like that. But they do last. They're like a work thing. Work related. Yeah. But they do last. They do well. They do well. They're very good for crafting, making things. I used to have one. I love that shit. I love that thing so much. I used to play visual novels on my Mac though. I loved playing visual novels on my Mac though. That's some shit you can play on your Mac. I used to play a lot of them. It was a bit of a vibe. It was a bit of a vibe. Yeah. No, they're not intuitive. I agree with that. But they do last. They do last. Last a very long time. If you do things like properly with them. But yeah, I like my Mac. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you have a nice night. And thank you for watching my stream. Anyways. And I hope you have a good night. And I hope you have a good day. And thank you for sitting and watching me and having a good time. I'm gonna read some of those web comics, like the Awful Hospital thing. Yeah, sounds pretty cool. You reminded me I need to kick my butt about like RPG Maker and other things like that. I wanna get to doing a few things and see if I can make anything of note. You know? Even something just for fun. It's fun to mess with things. I think if you want to, you should do it too. Definitely. If there's something you ever want to try or ever want to look into, even if you suck at it to begin with, still try it and take your time. I think it's worth it, and I think it will be fun. So if there's ever anything like that, you definitely should. Definitely fun. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a nice night, and thank you for watching my stream. Bye-bye. And yeah, time is hard, but I hope you... You know what? Hey, actually no, fuck you, bitch. No, you say time is hard? Do it while you're watching my fucking streams, huh? Yeah, you've got time right now. Huh? What the fuck is this? Do it while you watch my streams then. Fuck you. Don't spend all your time on me if you want to do things too. You know, if you want to do things, I don't want to bar you from that. So you should do it while you watch me and just have fun. Yeah. Doing taxes. I actually just finished my taxes recently, by the way. Which fucking sucks. But yeah. I want you to, if you watch me, I want you to do things that you want to do too. And like, maybe at least try it. Or spend a couple minutes. Okay? Something like that. At least try a little bit. Alright? Yeah. Even if it is playing a game. Even if it's playing a game. I hope you can do multiple things at once and have a good time too. And just have fun. Okay? That's what I mean by that. I am joking when I say fuck you. But no, I hope you can work on the things you want to do. Yeah. Okay? Alright. Have a nice night. Bye bye.